we're pulling up on Cherries Auto's newest. Well, we bought this. We'll be picking it up in the morning and buying it again. I just figure I'll get out and take for a little walk around her. There's another truck here too that we might purchase for some maybe future content. That GMC there, half ton. Let's jump out though. And now we're out. This here is a gem, if you ask me. He told me the front end is toasting her, tires are bad, alternator's bad or something. I don't know. You can see the fenders are bad. Front end's kind of rough. Well, that's okay. I'll fix all that. We'll fix all that. We will fix all that. Yeah. But she's a Ram 1500 V8. So I guess she's probably got 318 in her. 5.2, I think they are. Yeah. But I'm real happy with this so far. I don't want to open it yet because I just met the guy, bought it at the store. He ain't going to be here until the morning. Ooh, we got a slide rear window though. And we have a tonneau cover. I think that we can turn this guy right around. We're missing our tail light, but I think that some people like us will be able to knock out that dent and fix up that taillight in no time. She's rusty underneath. And it's my first Dodge since I've been like 16 or something. So I'm pretty excited. You know, we had Ford Fusion, and I wanted to trade it for another old Dodge like this, a second gen, and it wasn't happening. So anyhow, here we are. Look at this thing. Needs brake lines. It needs everything. Good thing we know our way around wrenches. Ooh, this doesn't even have a stabilizer link in it. That's alright though. We'll do her on the budget. See if we can get it done for, I don't know, for cheaper. Anyways, but yeah, real happy. All the glass is good. The body is fairly decent. She's kind of rough underneath, but I have a feeling that we'll be able to fix this right up. Yeah, we'll turn her right around. So this is tonight. Tomorrow morning we'll look at it again. Tonight, I say tonight, it's 3, almost 4 o'clock. It feels like night. Yeah. So in the morning we'll come back, we'll get the truck, see if we can get it running. And we're not far away from where we picked up the Mini Cooper. No, we haven't forgot about the Mini Cooper. I'm trying to think about exactly what we're going to do with her yet. We will. Okay, ding, 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 ding. As always. But yeah, here we are. It's our brand new Dodge. She's crispy. Let's go check her out. See what she's all made of. She is 4-wheel drive. I think she's a 5.2. But yeah, we get to get inside her today. Is it ever clean? Does it come with new wipers? Look at that. Brand used wipers. Look, $15 a pair. That's nice. There's her tail lights, I guess, that are missing. Some headlights. Extras. They're maybe the ones that came out of it are extra yellow. I don't know. The yellow pretty bad, these guys. But we do have some keys here. Oh, it comes with 2 sets. I love that. This truck needs a bit of work. She's been smoked in quite a bit. I don't smoke though anymore. I used to smoke a lot, and I don't anymore. I wonder if the back will open up for us. Yeah, this is our side, but the truck, for being here in the ocean, isn't really that well, it's rusty, but well, like we say, we'll fix it. Gas cap. Sure was a lot of butts in there. What do you do with this thing? I guess she's locked. That's pretty neat. I'll show you that again. Pressing the center, she pops up. Nice. Pressed it twice, didn't show you once. These keys apparently are for it. Maybe I'm not doing something right here. Might have to come back to that, I don't know. We'll get her open though. We'll leave that for now. I'll have to take the plate off of it. Let's see what's under the hood. I was told that there's new water pump action, and the alternator seized. So I'm going to drive a bunch of fluid in there. Some sort of penetrating fluid. Look at that. Another one of them Best Buy batteries. They're not the Best Buy. They continue to mess up every time. Yeah, that alternator. Tell right from here she's all seized up. I wonder what her oil looks like. I hope it's not changed. I like to see it in its natural. Wow, she's way over full. Way over full. We'll have to. I don't smell any gas in it though, and I don't smell any coolant. It just needs to be changed, and there's too much in it. So she may smoke when we start her up. Who knows? See, she's had some plug wires changed in the last 25 years. Now, he told me that not all of the gears work. That's alright though. Usually they need a shift solenoid or something like that in these transmissions. Look how easy those leaking manifolds will be to get off. Oh, we had transmission lines done already in copper. Love that. This belt is, well, it's still on there. Maybe I should take it off if that alternator seized. There's not a kick of juice in this battery, but she's pretty loose anyway, so I guess that's the way that goes. I think we got some power steering fluid. Oh yeah, lots of power steering fluid. She looks like she was hardly leaking. We have an inspection up here too. Let's see how milky that cap is. Look, no milk on the cap, like that. I don't know what I'm looking at. It's my first Dodge in a long time. I wonder what the particulars are in the engine. I'm assuming it's a 5.2. And it's a 5.2 liters. Yeah, it's alright though. She's plugs and wires and distributor. She's still a little bit old school. I heard that it had new water pump on it, which I see it has been replaced. And hopefully they done the pendulum gaskets. Is that what they're called? Pendulums? Anyhow, I'm not gonna get too crazy. That's the front fenders there. I hope that they're the worst rot on it. The body looks fairly decent all the way around. So what we're gonna do, there we are, let's record. Yeah, there's a battery. We'll try that on the charger. Maybe it'll take a charge. I like how our top shock mounts are there, pretty easy. These things are hard but easy to work on. Well, they're easy to work on, but they're not real reliable. Look at that beautiful radiator in there. I would say that guy's been replaced. Anyhow, we have some fluid here, lubricant. I'm just gonna do this. Do you ever do this, guys? Do you ever just drive her right in there? I know I do quite often. And I'll leave it sit for a while. And I've had pretty good luck with this. Not 100% luck. And I'll put it on the belt too. Give her a little chance of slipping some at least. Right? We're not going to turn it over yet. Can you smell that? I don't know what kind of good stuff they put in here, but it's usually pretty good. So we'll just fill up that alternator like I say. Leave her sit for a minute. A lot of the times I like using some of the WD for the parts. It's clean. The blasters are good, that's for sure, for the heavy work, but I've been using this here guy here lately. The generic Canadian Tire brand, you know, half price of most other things there. And you can smell her worth. Yeah, we'll be putting in our other battery there. Look at this. Probably the last time you're ever going to see that battery tie down. I pretty much guarantee you that. We have a busted brake line apparently somewheres, but I think that these guys are fairly simple to work on. The Dodge looks like somebody had replaced some lines so far, so it's looking pretty good. Like we all know, Dodge is not exactly rocket science to work on, but wow, what a nice interior. What a nice interior. We got a tape deck and all in her. I don't know if that works or not, but oh goodness. The seats, roll up windows too. So she's got like I don't know, I guess the deluxe paint job on it. She's a real mix, this one. She's got like a deluxe paint job kind of thing on it, right? And she's got cloth interior and roll up windows, tape deck, and 4x4 shifter. So the original owner of this fella, I think, just wanted the basics. Make her run. Look at that nice antenna. Yeah, and she's a 98 apparently. That's what the papers are telling us. I was pretty happy about that because I don't know that all of them have these here doors that are supposed to open like this. Well, that one's a little bit stuck right now. We'll get her open at home, I'm sure. Or she'll just rattle forever. Owner's manual. Do we have that? Yeah, right there. Look at that. 98 Canadian warranties. I wonder what that's all about. Anyhow, I think it's supposed to be a one owner truck. And the guy bought it and he was the second owner, and now I guess we're the third owners over here. But the fellow that we got it from did not have it that long, apparently. So I just give her on this, or see if it breaks, see if it opens. What? We'll see. So here we are, a couple minutes later. We let the lube soak in that we're in there, and now we have our strong arm on there. Don't go and put her on 300 or 500 or any of that kind of thing, just like 120, you know. But this is what I'd like to do, get a little something into her. She was totally seized, right? Now we're moving, right? And this works for a variety of different alternators. Chevy, Ford, Dodge. I don't know if it works on the foreign stuff. Once the alternator's gone, she's gone. But anyways, this is what we're doing. But just move her back and forth a little bit. Look at that. Our alternator's moving. What a nice big sturdy belt too. We're going all the way around. Are we? Maybe? Oh yeah. See? You can see the mark there where she was stuck. So we should be good. The whole motor's turning. I can see the bottom turning. That's a good thing. The whole thing's moving together. So hopefully she'll start right up for us. But I doubt it. There seems to be way too much oil in it. I just hope that it's not way too much coolant in it. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, so far the little trick with spraying in, work her back and forth, guys, it works at least 50% of the time. But it does work pretty good on Dodge, Ford, and Chev, I know that. So don't just go tossing your alternator. And if you have something sitting maybe 9 months or something like that, go ahead and spray some fluid in it. Don't be scared, it ain't gonna go on fire. Get something in there, spray her out, and then try it. It might work, it might not. Maybe you'll need a new alternator, maybe you won't, but hey, sometimes it works. Okay guys, you can hear the dinging. I did switch out the battery on you right here. One of these Best Buy ones, which I'm noticing around everywhere with fairly new stickers on them, and they're all dead. I wouldn't buy one if I was you guys. Heads up. Get a never start or a nap, don't know how. I don't know. But yeah, here's the ding ding. And I wanted to see what's on her for KMs. I don't know because we didn't look at it yet and it wasn't on the paperwork. So here's the moment we've been waiting for. Woo! There's under 200,000 kilometers on her. 197. She looks like she's got about 500 bucks worth of fuel in her too. I hear the pump coming on. Should I crank it? Look at that, we're almost running. Oh, she dies out though. Oh. I guarantee you, well, I don't guarantee nothing. That's what I guarantee. But I bet you that with our battery cables so loose here on the little Dodge, I bet you that she don't want to stay running. As soon as she starts, she probably knocks off. Because look, she is loosey-goosey. So we'll have to do something with that. Take the battery off it for now. The alternator did move. So anyways, we'll take a quick break here and we'll be back at her. So the old girl's running. Not surprised. That's okay though. But anyways, we're going to be pulling her the rest of the way with this Silverado. Didn't see that coming, did you? Well, isn't it wonderful just getting a ride in the new Dodge as we come here? Yeah. Anyways, we're being towed by Silverado, so that worked out real nice. Right in there. Oh, here we go. Yeah. There we go. We got home. Look at that. Didn't even make our maiden voyage. Oh well, whatever. It is what it is. We got home with the old tow rope. They're still illegal here in whatever this is now. Well guys, here we are. We have Chevy. Z71. She's a tough old girl. I don't know that. Them cat eyes. I think we seen one going through like a tornado or something. Whatever. Then we have Ford. Well, we all know that Ford is the toughest thing that's ever been on the planet. 100%. And they're the first. Ford's the first. Everybody's tried to copy. First successful, for everybody arguing. But they're first successful. Everybody's always tried to copy them. Everybody loves them. Ford's awesome. Have you driven a Ford lately? But yeah, Fords are awesome. But over here, I had one Dodge when I was young. 16 or so. My uncle gave it to me. The other boys made fun of me because I didn't have a Chevy or a Ford. I had a Dodge. This is my second Dodge. Ram. My second truck. So pretty happy with that. I'm being a bit... well, I'm repeating myself a little bit, but that's okay. But in here, we need a little bit of work. We went through her. She's running good. I'm going through her. We'll all go through her together. There's lots of work to do. I can't believe the rockers are in such great shape after us doing how many rockers now on the newer Dodges that are 15, 18 years newer. So, I mean, I think that we got a little gem here. We have a little bit of dent there in the door, a little red. But we'll, whatever, that's all small stuff. In and around here, of course, it's always flaky as could be. But, I mean, that's okay. You know we can fix that. This here Action topper is beautiful. She's got a little bit of paint problems, but I mean, I ain't complaining. Look, she's got sliding rear window. Love that. Yeah. Oh, look at this. We got the stick out. What were we doing with the crowbar? Well, with the crowbar, we were doing some crude bodywork. Remember when we picked her up? We had the big old dent in her, so I just took her out a little bit for now. No heat. No heat gun, so I'll just leave her like that, and then we can get a tail light back in her. There's a couple here in the back. But yeah, I gotta say guys, I'm pretty stoked with our, what is it, a 98, so 25-year-old Dodge. How do you beat that? She didn't want to run before. The battery cables were loosey-goosey. So we went ahead and we flipped the battery cables upside down, smashed them down with the hammer. You know how it goes. Keep them nice and tight. And then just right here, I drove her back and forth. She worked fine. She didn't quit. She started right up. Didn't have to give her any gas, any of that kind of thing. Because I was looking for some sort of idle screw, right? But we didn't find one. Yeah. So here we are. There's nothing wrong there, I noticed. Our alternator, we unseized it, but she wants to lock back up. But you know what I think I did? I think when I was going in the tightening position, I think that we might have tightened the nut a little bit too much. So I think she might be on the housing a little bit. So we're going to back that off a little bit. That's small stuff, small fries. I'd put another alternator on it if I had to, believe it or not. Like, I think she's worth it. But yeah, she ran great that way. Took the belt off, no power steering. And we did have to tow it home. I didn't want it to quit and quit and quit and fill it with gas or something. So, you know how it is. This truck hasn't ran. It was a while since it was on the road. And then it was bought and then all inspected up, put back on the road. And now it was off the road since 2022. So pretty recent. Right? So we're going to have to go over a bit. And we will. We'll go over a bit. But that's a 318. I think that them pendulums suck and all that kind of thing. But there's a new water pump on it, and he said the gaskets were done recently in it, so that's a good thing. She's got a nice sound to her, as you'll hear, but we're going to make her louder. We need to make her louder. I like the glass packs, the cherry bombs. I think that she's probably going to get one herself, Cherry, at one point. But this guy here, I'm going to try to do some duels on her. She sounds really good now. She's a ripper, you know, for 318, whatever. But guy's really liking it. She's pretty straight for a 25-year-old Dodge, right? These fenders are fairly bad on the bottom there, but I'm sure that we can change them and or patch them. Probably going to patch them. Changing them costs more money. We're not about money over here, but yeah, there's the ocean once again. See that car coming up? We live in the ocean. That's why I don't like putting this Cherry on the road too much in the winter. Anyhow, the wife likes driving her right now. No, I don't blame her. I love that truck. But I think I like this guy. She's so plain Jane inside. It's kind of different. And there you go. We got the taillights down there. This came with extra wipers too, like we were looking. But man, it's clean. And I love the rubber mat in it. I can just wash her right out. Yeah. It's pretty good. 190,000 kilometers. It's about 105,000 miles. That's not a lot. Yeah. We got the, well, they used to be winter tires, so we'll call them summers on those chromish rims. And then she came with 4 good winters. There's 2 and 2 in the back here in the tonneau cover, which the fella has to limber up. She's kind of stuck. I love these tonneau covers. Good with the tools, especially if you have to really pack her up. You can take everything with you. But I'm going to fix that up so that nobody's fighting with it at some point. This is pretty cool. Though she goes down, and then you pop the button. Yeah, that's how impressed I am with that newfangled stuff. And Cherry, she's here, right? Real happy with the truck. We're going to get her running nice. We're going to get her going good. And going to be my new daily. I'm planning on. Couldn't go wrong. I love the color too. I really do. Anyways, that's Jonathan's second Dodge. Cherry Auto's first. Well, it's funny what one wire can do. Not really. We all know the necessity of all the wires. I don't mean ignition wires, I just mean wires under the hood. See, Mum was frayed, moved it around a little bit, fixed it up. We were having a hard time. She was going on and off. Let's get some keys here. The truck's name is Lucky, by the way. I asked the wife when she came out of Cherry home from work. I said, how you like my new truck? And she said, it's great. And I said, what are you going to call her? And she said, Lucky. Call it Lucky. I guess Lucky because she's not going to kill me. She's not really ever threatened to kill me or nothing, but yeah, here we are. Our stuff is working. We don't have the alternator hooked up, so I'll just leave it run for a second. I'll probably just buy a new alternator or fix this one. Probably just try to fix this one. Yeah, right in there. Rubber floor mats, roll up windows, 4x4 shifter on the floor. 318 5.2 liter Magnum. That sounds just perfect. She sounds good. So I tightened up the battery cables, and I think you all know how I did that. Anyhow, turn them upside down. I'll be changing those little Mickey Mouse things out. But yeah, I think she's running pretty nice. I think she's running real nice. But I'm not going to leave her run too long because, well, she has no belt on her. So, but I just thought that it would be nice to show you that Lucky is running. Lucky's a runner. I gotta do a bit of work to her, but I don't mind. I'm real happy with this one. You know, I'm real happy normally with them all, like I always say, but I am actually real happy with this one, just like that one. So, away we go. She needs an oil change bad though. But that's the way it is. Wonder if she'll start one more time for us. Yeah, battery's getting a little tired. But yeah, she starts right up, bud. Winner, winner, codfish dinner. We have this open, and here we are right here. There's another set of keys. Never had a rig with so many keys. 3 keys. We'll probably lose them all on the same day. Anyways, right in here we go with them for now. Is it 3 sets of keys? 3 sets of keys. Can't beat that. So, anyways, I guess what we're going to do is do some work. But this here winter tires on backwards. I'm taking her. It's one of them chrome ones. Is probably flat, so we'll take that one off. Put the right one on. They're Grip 60 Ice. Internal combustion engine tires, huh? Anyways, we are going to switch them around and see what we got. I have the big hammer out here. Big hammer, I mean, not a maul or anything, just the big hammer. And I like to start whacking some rust off of this old girl. All the rust coming down in my driveway. Perfect. Anyways, we'll do that to it. And we'll get some kind of oil on her, I think. We'll oil her up. I'm going to work on the alternator some. We pulled out her dent a little bit there. That's fine. She looks good. We'll get a tail light in her. These screws here. See? Some of the old tail lights still on there. She came with a few though, so we'll be okay. I do love how I love the interior in it. She's simple. But yeah, we have some tail lights right here. That one's pretty faded looking. Is that one for this side? This one's for this side. Oh yeah, right there. I think we're gonna fit in pretty good. If I don't break it first. Yeah. We'll fit her up good. Perfect. I think I broke a bulb last night though when I know, I got in here a little bit late and had the old dent extractor out, which I called a crowbar. So, yeah, we popped the light. I think we might have one in the house. And if not, whatever. We'll figure it out as we go. I was thinking about taking the topper off for the winter, because this is, I don't know, but I'd like to leave it on too. I'll keep all the tools in there nice and safe and dry. Gonna get her on the go, and this is gonna be the new work rig for us. This one's for the woods. The wife uses the F-150 a lot. She likes it. Nice and comfy. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get this here guy on the go for ourselves. Lucky landed up with us. Our alternator's free, right? See, it's free. But she's still a little stuck. These alternators are cheap. I might buy a new one. But I'm trying to get this here one going, keep the cost down, because I might want to put more money into stuff in the front end, right? Yeah. Solenoid, transmission solenoids. I think they're like 25 bucks, man. Pretty excited about that. And very easy to change, too. So the whole thing for about 100 bucks. So that's nice. So, anyways, I'm going to have to get some more fluid film or something, or I don't know, rust check or another type. Maybe I'll put some blaster in it, give her a few spins. I was thinking about taking that shroud off, but that's a lot of work just to put the impact gun on her and let her spin for a while I spray it. But yesterday she was stalling out on us. We tightened the battery like we talked about already, and yeah, she cracks off and she's ready to, she's eager to go. Need to change the oil in it though. But back here, we knocked out this dent that we had, ish, right here for home now. Probably going to do a body job on her in the spring. We're going into winter. I just want to get her up and running, get the mechanicals done, and then in the spring I'll probably do the body on her. I think she's actually worth the body job. I mean, she's rough there. For some of you guys, definitely see that this is rough, and with the fluid film or whatever I might buy, probably rust check. Actually, I like rust check. I'll probably drive a little bit on and around, all around there, after I fill the alternator a couple times with it. If the alternator will hold out, that'll be great. I don't have any parts for this truck. I could probably build you a Chevy or GMC with what I have hanging around, but I don't have nothing for the Dodges. So, but I have to fix up the body. She's not that bad. Happy about it. But yeah, we have our tail light in, and that looks much better already, doesn't it? I think. Hardwood. This is that's beech. Some people call it rock maple, but beech or rock maple, whatever. So a guy burns a lot of from the property. Anyhow, look, we have a tail light in that side and one in that side. So we're on our way. We're working. And I was whacking her with the hammer here a little bit, knocking off some of the scale rust. Nova Scotia, guess what? It's probably going to be rusty when you're 25 years old. So yeah, right here, not too bad either. We'll fill it with oil before we get any rust in it. Well, there's rust on it, don't get me wrong, and that's rusted right through. Surface rust, it's not a real thing. It's rusted all the way through because, you know, it's paper thin, a lot of it. But we'll drive the oil to that. We'll oil her up there, get her ready to go into the winter. We'll take our summer tires right off of it and put our winter tires on it. I'm gonna get different wheels or tires or whatever, but that is not a concern today. When you just buy them and the wife is watching you spend money, you just you do a little bit at a time in the beginning, then all of a sudden it happens, right? First Dodge though, and man, she looks super easy to work on. I almost think that well, I don't know, she seems an awful lot Chevy, don't she, guys? I think all Dodge is just another Chevrolet. Anyways, we'll tighten these up with the, even the screws got Torexes, just so you know. And who uses more Torex than GM? Nobody. Yeah, so pretty sure Dodge and Chevy are in the same bed, and I think we just argue with each other, and I think the same manufacturer makes both of them. So even looking at the transmissions last night, NV 45s and 35s, it seems like they're on 6 liters, and they're on 5.9 Cummings, and they're on a bunch of different things. Man, I don't know. But competition and arguing over stuff is good. That's why we like sports so much, I guess. The old Dodges, they've taken a beating on their reputation over the years, but this old girl's in pretty good shape. I've been hard on them myself, so I'll be the first to admit it. But anyways, here we are. I'll show you. Like, we have all these appearance things underneath the cars and this plastic stuff and everything and all these shields. All it does is hold moisture up there and rot them. And number one on a truck, very first thing that you should do when you buy your truck take your spare tire off and put it on the back of your truck. Don't leave it underneath there. Look how rusted this rim is inside there. Right? That's never been off there. Right? And let's go looking underneath. We'll take our work light here. You guys are all used to the work light. You've seen it everywhere by now. But anyways, look underneath here. The truck is in good shape, but she's certainly not going to get the spare tire put back on it, right? Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I think I went. But anyways, she's not going to get the spare tire back on it. See up here? Our shock mount is still good and everything. But wow, look at all this rust that came here. Look at it all. Look at all this rust. Look at how nice it is over there. All undercoated and everything's in good shape. Even our exhaust here that we're going to be changing. I think we're probably going to go straight pipe. Sorry, you're flipping all around there. I'm flipping these all around. Might be upside down now. Unsure. Anyways, but that exhaust there will be, I was going to put a straight pipe right out the side. Leave the converter on her. That's it. We'll see what happens. But yeah, look at all the rust up here, right? That's all caused by the spare tire being left on there. So that plastic that you get underneath them and all this stuff, everything, look at what it did, eh? She rusted her right up. But that's okay. We'll fix her right up. What I'm doing right now, kind of boring stuff, but what we have been doing is hitting this stuff with the hammer. And you can see I have the shop vac out over there. So I'll just go inside the frame and shop vac it out, right? All the rust off of it, clean up all the frame the best that we can, get the rust off of it, and then we got ourselves some spray here. We got ourselves some rust check spray. And this is good for, well, you can use it for undercoating because it's rust check. I don't know where you get it at. I got this at the local co-op, but anyhow, get a little bit better deal in other places on it. Of course, we all know about the co-ops, but it is what it is, small towns. Yeah, but the rust check works good underneath, and you can take it and you can like literally fit it into the nooks and crannies, right? So our truck is in pretty good shape here, but look, the rust that's coming off of it. We're hitting it with that hammer, and I have the big fellow over here that we just pounded off the wheel with. Anyways, pretty rough stuff. Yeah, this guy here, a good hammer for hitting it. But if you're questioning if I should hit it or not, right, on the end of the hitch, this is usually a great spot to hit because it's attached to both frame rails, right? So loosen her up a little bit. Oh, here coming. It's raining rust. But anyways, get all that there done, and then we'll go around spraying it. I think I'll probably have to cut these guys off because I'm pretty sure they're not going to work again. Yeah. But I am not upset with this truck at all. 25 years old. Just, well, I'm ecstatic with it. And it's a Ram. But I like these old motors, right? We have our alternator. I've been soaking her here in the rust check. Just moving back and forth freely. Still not that much by hand though. Still a little tight, so sure the belt will move it, but I'm just going to keep on moving her back and forth as I go, working on the truck all day. And we're using, if it's good for a bicycle, I think it's good for anything, but we're using the rust check, and I'm driving it right in. And no, it won't go on fire. But you know how I know that? Because they didn't go on fire yet. When they go on fire, then I'll say, oh, they might go on fire. But I like to rust check all that stuff up too, right? Everything's looking good. Get all your nuts and bolts. One of my favorite things to do when I first get anything that I plan on keeping for a little bit, which I plan on keeping this old gal for a little bit. It's one of my favorite things to do, right? Is to spray it down with some rust check. You get an awful lot out of the can. It's pretty good stuff. Get in them tensioners and all that stuff. Makes it all better. This truck has been undercoated and everything before, but once again, what's the point of undercoating them and everything when we're leaving tires up there to collect all the rust or some of this other plastic appearance package stuff for the bottom of them? Man, some of them the little Hondas, wowzers, take that off and there's nothing underneath it. Yeah, it's supposed to protect it, but it doesn't protect it. What it does is take the slush up there and keeps it there until July. So, better off with none of that stuff. But this truck is definitely a solid 5.5 out of 10. I think. I like the way she sounds. It's going to sound louder too. The louder the better. Okay guys, this is what we're doing with Lucky's frame. Give you a little look here. See, we're pretty crusty, eh? See, it's coming off, right? So what I like to do is, watch this. We'll hit her over here. You know, so everything friggin' rotten so bad. But this truck is not rotten. She's got a nice heavy frame in her, but look at this stuff falling off of her. So what we'll do, watch our light, look at that, knock that off, watch. It's probably going to be amazing to some people in Florida. We have some subscribers down there in Florida. Well, maybe not Florida, but California for sure. This is considered good shape for something 25 years old. Yeah. Anyways, see all the rust coming off? And we're going to go all the way through her. But no big deal. We like her. Got quite a bit of flake on her. We'll get her off. I don't think, well, I didn't come across any holes yet. One cab mount's kind of rough over on the other side there, but not off the frame, off the cab itself. So as you know, it doesn't matter to us because we'll just weld her up if we need to, right? Weld our patches in. But I'm getting the straps. Look at the straps there. See that creeping in? And then around the back, you can see it's a little bit done, a little bit creeped in. Let's go over there and take a look. I'll lay on the ground for you. That's for sure. Look at that car. It says Alberta plate on it, but I think it came from, I think it went from Newfoundland to Alberta, sat in the field for 5 years, and then somebody bought it and drove it back. I don't know. Certainly wouldn't be the whip I'd take back. Must be a joke or something. But anyways, here's our frame on the other side. Here's that there spot that I was talking about I didn't like so much, but yeah, look at us all greased up. We're underneath, we're undercoating. Undercoating her. I wish this could smell it, as always. It smells wonderful. The rust check. In here, I'll show you. You already get the back there. Look at all the rust on the ground. Right. These hitches, they'll rust your truck too. We'll have to get a little more back here on this side. We'll work on this side of the frame. So, as you can see, she's crusty, crusty, crusty. Then over here, see, we're after cleaning her up and oiling her down. So, she's still in good shape though, like I say. Well, that exhaust there, that's not in great shape. But look what we did here. A lot more oil on her. The undercoating on her. It's looking real good. We got inside the frame. Right? Outside the frame. This does have undercoating on it. We'll put more on it. We're all undercoated inside the frame in that. So what I'll do is I'll smash it all off, hit it with the hammer and everything, and then I take the shop vac and I'll be vacuuming out the rust, right out of the frame rails. So you can see that frame rail's looking pretty good from here. We're getting undercoated over there. I always hit the universals and stuff too. You know, I like the cans myself for doing it. I don't bother that much with the housings, the rear ends and stuff. But we like the cans, and I do it a lot with the cans because you can reach right in there with your hand, right? You know, like the shops do a great job too, but I love this here rust check. Like I say, works on bicycles. Look, fishing rods, nuts and bolts, locks, huh? See that? I don't know what that thing is. Oh, that's a hinge. A car. We don't have that kind of car. No. And gears. I guess gears is what it represents, but anyways, just look right here. She's starting to soak in the oil. It still looks a little bit rough, but you get that scale off it, right? Get the oil onto it and stop it from rusting. It'll save a few years. 100%. Gotta be oiling them up. And this truck has been undercoated and whatnot. She has been taken care of, I would. Well, guys, look at that tail light. We took that dent out that was in there. I'm not doing the body right now. I'm just getting her up and running and going and all that stuff. But anyways, what we did was we took our construction bar, we took our crowbar, construction bar, whatever you want to call it, in through the tail light, and then we popped her out some. She's got a couple of wrinkles there, but that's okay. She'll live with that now because we'll be fixing up on this, which I did throw a little bit of rust proofing on, the rust check there, still beside the house the next morning. But anyways, real ecstatic with the way things went yesterday. We got the old spare tire off of her that's on the bottom there. But yeah, let's knock these off for a second. Whew. Get myself soaked first thing in the AM. Yeah, look at that rim. Rotten, huh? Some way or another, she still holds there, but I wouldn't trust those there lug holes. But yeah, underneath the truck, and look at all the rust that was underneath it. You can see it right from here. You can see a trail from that tire. Yeah, we got underneath it and we pounded all the rust off of the frame as much as possible ish, right? And we oiled her up quite a bit, so she's looking much better today. Right over here you can really tell on the frame, right? Much better. That'll save her by quite a few years. We just added back on her, put her back on life support for quite a few years there. She's not really rotten, we getting it on time. Now, our seized-up alternator. I noticed a little mark in it. Here, let's look at it, see if it's there. I noticed a little mark in it. I think somebody was pounding on it trying to get it unseized, just with the hammer without putting any spray in it or anything. So I think they might have possibly bent up the shaft a little bit. Right here, a couple of marks in it there. But what I did yesterday, because it was getting stuck, I just tapped it again, turned our battery cables upside down and pounded them on. They stay nice and tight that way. That'll work. Seems to be working. Held this charge all night. No parasitic drains like that. Pumps on. There we are, we're turnkey today. I think we have a leaky wheel cylinder in the back on the... I looked through it. The gent that we bought it from, he said that there was a leaking brake line on it. But I looked all through it yesterday when we were doing the frame, and all the brake lines look great. But I did notice that that drum in the back was a little wet. Anyhow, we call this our part one to this truck because I don't think I'm going to give this one up. I think this is my new, I'm going to aim for it to be my new daily. But yeah, there's our alternator, spinning freely, working. So we put a lot of spray in it and put the torque wrench on it, move it back and forth for a while, put some more spray in it, and it will come free and it won't go on fire. I heard a lot of people tell me they go on fire when you put fluid in them. No, not that I'm aware of. I've done it quite a few times in my career. I'm messing around with junky stuff. But yeah, we're looking pretty good. The engine sounds real nice. I like it. The old girl is telling me she's got somewhere around 230 horsepower in the old 5.2. That's better than a 4-volt main 350, is it? Or about the same. I don't know what kind of gas mileage we're going to get in her, but I think in smile mileage we'll get that. Is it ever clean inside though? There's one little rip here. Usually half the seats we get in work trucks are, well, they're over to there, some of them. But she came with a few sets of keys. There's the key there. I like this here mat here. We can, and the shifter on the floor. I don't buy into the the shifter button don't work or the floor shifter's better or whatever. As long as it works, I'm happy. See that we have the trailer brake there. But yeah, there we are. We have the matted floor, the rubber mat. We can just jump in here, pressure washer, and wash it right out. The old school tweed, just like everybody's grandma, huh? Their houses and oh, these open, eh? Didn't even open them yet to check them out. They open nice too. The sliding rear window's cool too. Anybody have any stories of when they were a teenager and they had these windows? Easy to get your pop out the back window. Yeah, but we're pretty happy. Not many KMs on her. 197,000 kilometers. So that's about 105,000 miles. She's got good oil pressure over there. Her tape deck's kind of draggy, I think. I might have to clean her out. But we got tapes. We got tapes galore. Believe it or not. Yeah. Real happy with her. So far, so good. Didn't find any holes or cracks in the frame when we went through it. We're happy about that. I'm going to take this tire off this morning here, and I'll be putting on that tire. They're directional, right? That's for the back. Anyhow, that's probably as far as I'll go today. And our oil still looks horrible, but nothing else leaked into it and everything. I think when they were trying to start it, they were trying to start it with the coil wire off. Something I forgot to mention when we first went near the truck, the coil wire was barely touching on it, so yeah, probably had something to do with that. Anyhow, this is Lucky, and Lucky's lucky that it came with us over here, Cherries Auto. And yeah, Lucky's lucky came with us, the Cherries Auto. Otherwise, probably going to go to the scrapyard, and I thought that was a waste. Save her from the scrapyard, that's for sure. Real happy with it though. Parts are cheap for these fellas. Well, we'll see once we order. That might be just old listings. We need some fenders, or we'll just weld some in. I think in the bottom we'll get a shape, but that's all later. We want to get her up and running. And that's the overview. Part 1. Part 2, I don't know what it's going to be. I know that these trucks have horrible headlights in them. Yeah, that's 100% sure. They have horrible lights in them, and I would like to put a light bar on it at some point, or 2 light bars. I was thinking when I was looking at the bumper, I was like, wow, they're for more than just racing stripes, aren't they? But I bet you we could get light bars in there, 1 and 2. Gonna do something, because these little lights, even when they're clear, they're not great. My wife drove my older cousins around the Cabot Trail in fog at night, a black one, and it was like candles on the front of it. We don't want that to happen again. But this is part 1. Thanks for watching, and we're gonna get her louder too. I'm gonna put straight well, she's just gonna go right into probably a Red Bullet or Cherry Bomb muffler. Cherry Bomb glass pack. She's going to glass pack anyways. And there's the little Mini over there. She's still working. I just can't bite the bullet and buy a alternator for that for $440 is what they want for them. So a guy might just grab something off of something else, make a little bracket, and do a little wiring, and make it happen. We'll see what happens. I'm not too worried about that. Might make... There's lots of things I'm thinking about that car. I just keep on looking at it and I'm thinking, what else is the fella gonna do? She's just on the back burner, but here's the front burner right now. Dodge Ram 1500, 2nd gen. It'd be nice to have one of those 1100 horsepower Cummings to put in it.